This is the end of the race. Time to be on fire. Shalom Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakah Kodash. It's the brother Abal Gabar from the Camp Prophets in Babylon, Tampa, Florida. Next, I would like to give double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone who do indeed teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect that are scattered abroad, doing this work in truth and in sincerity. All right, and you see the picture in the background. You see these two individuals striving to finish the race, putting their best foot forward at the last second. And this is it. We are at the end of this race, brothers. And at the end of the race is when it burns the most. Okay, it's when things get the hardest, but we see the finish line. So now is the time to, put the gas on, man. All right. Now is the time to, give it your all. The end of the race is the hardest, but it means the most to put your best foot forward at the end of the race. All right. And that's where we're at now. All right. We're at the end of this race, man. We see the prophecies. We see everything unfolding. All right. And the Lord is looking for the men that are going to be on fire, that are going to feel that burn. Okay. The furnace of adversity, we catching hell, but all of that has to be put behind you, man. None of that matters. Okay. Nothing really matters that you're going through in your life. The only thing that matters is that you are on fire for Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai. Because if not, you're going to literally be on fire when the nuclear missiles come, man. All right. So you see the title of the lesson. This is the end of the race. It's time to be on fire. Don't put off from day to day. If you know the breakdowns, the scriptures, brothers should be doing lessons, man. Daily. Brothers should be putting lessons out daily, reposting. This gospel has to go out, as the scriptures say. That's what I'll open up with. I was going to open up with something else, but I'm going to open up with this. Shalom to the brothers and sisters tuning in. Matthew 24:14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. And then shall the end come. So this world for a witness unto all nations, which it has been, okay, but now we need brothers on the front line, man. Brothers need to be uploading videos, reposting videos, doing lessons daily, man. If you can, man. Which there's really no excuse why you can't give 10, 15, 20 minutes to Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai to edify and feed the sheep, man. There's no excuse. And the Lord is coming back for the ones that are on fire for this truth. The Lord is looking for the gospel. All right. So this gospel must be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. The end is coming, man. This is the end of the race. And you see, like I said, these two individuals in this picture in the background, that's the end of the race. That's where you got to put your most into it, because if not, you're going to lose the race. You see how close this race is right here? Hey, the scriptures say the elect shall scarcely be saved, man. Scarcely be saved. And the scriptures say we're going to be saved by our faith and by our works. By our faith and by our works, whereby we believe, man. All right, but this is the end. So like I said, this is where it burns the most. This is where you losing air. You might feel like you're getting weak, but that's when you got to strengthen yourself in the name of Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai. But let me go ahead and go to 1 Corinthians 9:16. It says, for though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of. For though I preach the gospel to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. So this is a necessity. You know how breathing, when you breathe air, that's a necessity for you to live? Well, guess what? Preaching the gospel is a necessity. All right. If you don't do it, you're not going to make it. All right. You're not going to make it, man. It says, and we have nothing to glory of. You know, our glory is in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know, it says, for necessity is laid upon me. It says, yea, woe is me if I preach not the gospel. Woe means death and destruction. Woe is me if I preach not the gospel. All right, so now's the time to be on absolute fire for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Put your best foot forward right now, because this is the end of the race. The night comes that no man can work. So you got to put that work in right now while it is day. And you have to put, don't be half-assed with your work. You always got to strive for the mastery, all right? What the scriptures say that. 1 Corinthians 9:17, it says, for if I do this thing willingly. So a brother that's willingly doing this thing, he's doing this thing day in and day out. There's no excuse. You know, a brother that's willingly doing this is doing it like his life depends on it, because guess what? Our life does depend on it. It says, for if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward. So brothers, remember, there is a reward. The ones who win the race, they usually get a trophy, they get a medal, right? Well, guess what? Our reward is everlasting life. Our reward is everlasting life, eternal glory, eternal riches, infinite glory, and to be with Yahweh Shai, man. But that's if we do this thing willingly. If this is a burden unto you, you're probably not of the elect, man. The video, oh man, I gotta read. Oh man, nah, man, you can't be in that spirit. And if you're in that spirit, pray the Lord take that demon off you, man. All right, it says, for if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward. But if against my will, a dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me. Jumping to verse 24, it says, know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that you may obtain. That at the end of the day, when you running in a race, you have a lot of competitors, okay? All right, and the one that's going to receive the prize is the elect. And the Lord is only coming back for the elect, the ones that are on fire for this truth. All right? It says, know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that you may obtain. So we have to run in this race to obtain the latter end, to obtain the victory. And this is the end of the race. So now it's time to put your best foot forward. Stop slacking off. All right? Do the most you possibly can for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because everything else is going to burn here, man. Everything else is going to melt here. And yeah, if you don't want to melt here too, you're going to be on fire. All right? It says, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Right? The ones that strive for the mastery are temperate in all things. Great examples, you know, look at the greats of this world, so to say. The Michael Jordans, the LeBron James, you know, the Floyd Money Mayweathers. They didn't get into their position as being the greats because they were half-assed, because they sat on the bench. No, they worked overtime, man, to get in that position. And that's on a carnal level. So how much more us on a spiritual level, preaching the gospel of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai? We have to be more on fire than the greats of this world, man. You have to want it more than the greats of this world, man. All right? It says, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. You see? So Michael Jordan, Floyd Money Mayweather, you know, Conor McGregor, these men that have achieved some type of status in this world, their crown is corruptible. The crown we are fighting for, all right, the crown we are fighting for is incorruptible, everlasting life. So you have to be on fire for this thing, man. No excuse. All right? Weak men make excuses. A man without discipline makes excuses. 1 Corinthians 9:27. But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection. We got to constantly bring ourselves into subjection to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because we are in sinful flesh. Okay, we are in a fight. It is a fight. All right, this is a fight. All right, it says, but I keep under my body, lest by any means when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. You see that? We don't want to be a castaway, man. Let me grab this real quick. Shalom, shalom. Call it Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Yeah, verse 26. I'm going to read 26 again. It says, I therefore uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air. So this is a fight. We're fighting. And only the strong is going to survive. All right? Only the strong is going to survive. You're going to be saved by your faith and by your works. By your faith and by your works. If you have no works, hey, it's not looking good, man. All right? Your faith can only do so much for you. All right? A man may say he has faith, but he had no works. Hey, we're going to prove our faith by our works. So we're running, not uncertainly. When you run a race, when you get onto the line to run a race, you're not on the line in your mind saying, I'm going to be last, man. I'm not going to win this race. No, you go on the line. You say, I'm going to win this race, man. I'm going to come in first place. So you're not in this truth to be uncertain. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. All right? And you're going to be persuaded if you're on fire. You got to be on fire, man. You got to be on absolute fire to prove to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that you are worthy to be in his kingdom. All right? This is Revelation 3:15. It says, I know thy works. Revelation 3:15. I know thy works. So you cannot fool Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. The Lord knows every single thing you have done for him. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou were cold or hot. So the Lord is saying, look, I know the ones of you that are lukewarm, the ones of you that are doing the bare minimum just to get by. Tell brothers, hey, you got to have your 3 videos. That's the bare minimum, man. And we see the brothers that come to camp and they only got their 3 videos. That's all they got. We're watching that. And if we're watching that, how much more Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai? He's watching. All right? I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou were cold or hot. So look, if you lukewarm, the Lord's saying, look, man, you'd rather be cold or hot. Pick a side, man. All right? If it's not. Revelation 3:16, it says, so then because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. We don't want that, okay? You don't want to be spewed out of the Most High's mouth, man. End up, being a castaway. End up, stuck here during the time of Jacob's trouble, the lake of fire, with no protection. No, man, if you want to be saved from the worst time in history, prove to the Lord that you want to be saved, man. And how are you going to do that? By being on fire, by being in this truth. By constantly doing videos, studying, uploading videos, reposting, sharing. All right? This is 2 Timothy 2:1. Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. The grace that is in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So you brothers, be strong. Okay, we at the end of this race. Now's the time to really be strong, because it's only going to get harder. Like I said, the end of the race is the hardest part of the race. That's when it burns the most. But now is the time to be on fire for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right? It says, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able others also. So you came into this truth to bear fruit. All right? You came into this truth to bear fruit. First and foremost, the fruit of the Spirit, and then also you know, you're supposed to be committing this truth to faithful men who are going to be able to teach others also. You brothers came into this truth to be teachers, man. All right? Not to sit on your ass, eating Cheeto Puffs, you know, watching Nickelodeon or some shit, man. All right? Now, you came into this truth to teach the gospel, all right? And to find the elect, to fish the elect, all right? It says, who shall be able to teach others also? Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach. You're going to catch hell, man. Nobody said it's going to be easy. If it was easy, anybody could do it. But the Lord is only coming back for a few, for a remnant, for the elect. All right, so we got to endure hardness. You know, the hell you catch at the job, the hell you catch with your woman, man. You got to count it but dung. Okay, so you can be a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach by what? Being in the scripts, studying the scripts, teaching the people, edifying, praying, anointing yourself, right? 2 Timothy 2:4, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life. Let me read that again. That warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life. And brothers, there's a lot of affairs of this life, man. A lot of things, a lot of distractions that'll get in the way of you serving Yahushua correctly. You know your affairs more than anybody. So no man that's warring, you're not going to entangle yourself with the affairs of this life, man. You're not going to get caught up with the affairs of this life to the point of where you get weak, you fall out, you get cold. You're not doing no videos because of the affairs of your life. Oh, my woman. Oh, my job. And you know, ain't no fucking crybabies, man. All right? Though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge. All right? It says, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier. The Lord hath chosen you, brothers. And guess what? Many are called, few are chosen. Many are going to line up to the line to race, but only one is going to receive the prize, the elect, the brothers that are on fire. Okay? This truth comes first. Your woman, your children, your job, your house, your car, all of that comes after Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Second Timothy 2:5, it says, and if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully. Okay, so you got to be hitting the mark. You got to make sure you're doing the absolute best that you can for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, also in returning back to the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, and you got to put your best foot forward. All right. Verse 6, the husbandman that laboreth must be first partaker of the fruits. I'm going to go to Luke 22:24. It says, and there was also strife among them, which of them should be accounted the greatest. All right. You got Jake that always try to be the top guy. You know, you're trying to be the top. And that's not the whole point. You know, at the end of the day, we're all fighting for the same penny. We're all going to get the same reward. But you got guys that will be proud and, you know, teach for strife's sake. All right. It says, and there was also strife among them, which greatest. And he said unto them, the kings of the Gentiles exercise lordship over them, and they that exercise authority upon them are called benefactors. But you shall not be so. But he that is greatest among you, let him be as the younger, and he that is chief, as he that doeth serve. So the greater you are in this race, the more humble you're supposed to become. All right, you're supposed to strengthen your brothers. You're supposed to do more lessons for the sheep, feed the sheep more, You know, you're not trying to just be some benefactor, you know, a lord over brothers, you know, because you have a great position. You know, no, you're supposed to put your best foot forward and help others get to your level. All right. It says, for whether is greater, he that sitteth at meat or he that serveth? Is not he that sitteth at meat? But I am among you as he that serveth. And this is our Lord speaking, Yahushua. He said, what is greater, the ones that sitting at the table for meat or the one that serves? Is not he that sitteth at the table for meat? The Lord said, but I am among you as he that doeth serve. So we are here to serve. Okay, feed the sheep. If you love me, feed my sheep. Ye are they which have continued with me in my temptations. Read that again. You are they which have continued temptations, and I appoint unto you a kingdom, as my Father hath appointed unto me, that you may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and sit on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. Brothers, Satan is working hard right now, man. Okay? And he's working to sift the undesirables. So there's a sifting process going on continually. And if you're not on fire, you will be sifted, man. All right? If you're not digging deep into these scriptures, you will be sifted, man. Verse 32, it says, but I have prayed for them. And guess what? Peter was the head of the church. All right? Satan was on his heels, man. All right? To sift him. Verse 32, but I have prayed for thee that thy faith fail not. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. Okay, so we're here to strengthen the brethren of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. How do we do that? We feed the sheep. The Lord said, if you love me, you're going to feed his sheep, man. You're going to feed the sheep. I'm going to go ahead and I'll close it out with that scripture. We're at 20-minute mark, so, you know, going straight to the point. John 21:17, and he saith unto him a third time. So Yahushai asked Peter the same question 3 times. He said, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? You love me? This is for you, brothers. You love the Lord? You say you love the Lord, right? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahushua said unto him, feed my sheep. Feed my sheep. This race, so we're coming to the time where no man's going to be able to work. All right? Put your best foot forward now. Don't be doing the bare minimum. All right? Yahushua said, feed my sheep. So you got to feed the sheep. All right? Be on fire. Don't be lukewarm. All right? Many are called, few are chosen. Now is the time to be on absolute fire for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We're at the end of the race. Be on fire. All right, so with that, I'm going to close it out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakal Kodash. Lord willing, it was edifying to the hopeful elect. Till next time.